your host DK. There are no AliExpress list videos for this sale because, to be quite honest, I haven't seen anything different or new enough to give you a whole new list. I saw one or two maybe, but my rule is kind of, I can't recommend 6 new watches out of 10. It's not really a whole lot of point in doing a new video, is there? Luckily for you, there's plenty of them around the screen, somewhere around here. There should be loads of them if you want to go back and watch those. All those recommendations are still valid. But enough talking about this one, we're going to get into the unboxing of a watch that you can buy if you want to in the AliExpress sale. So, cheers guys, and enjoy. Hey guys, welcome to the Watch Chair Watch Reviews with your host DK, and I'm actually unboxing something that I did a bit of a swapsy deal with Paul from Time in the UK. I'll drop a link to his channel down below. So you will have seen previously that I got a couple of Steeldive Submariner Homages, and what I actually wanted was a black one. And Paul had managed to pick himself up a black Steeldive. Now it is not a Submariner Homage, but I wanted a black one basically because I wanted it for modding. So I decided to do a little bit of a trade with him. I'm going to swap him one of mine. I think it's the green one once I've done my comparison. And then we're going to have a look and see what I've got in return. And what I've got in return is, if I can get the plastic open, and if my camera will focus, a Black Bay homage. So this is pretty nice, and I've just made that all smudged, so that was a terrible idea. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to wipe with my finger. And to be honest, this strap doesn't feel, it's not great actually. I was going to say it doesn't feel as bad as the blue one that came on my 50 Atmos homage that Steeldive also make, but it is pretty bad. So this strap is basically something that will have to go, even though it does have branding on it. It's branded keepers, but the quality of it is appalling. It's really, really plastic, but that's not really what I wanted to watch. Why I wanted to watch is, where's that? It's a bit scratched. Let's give that a wipe and I'll show you there. Looks like there's a couple of scuffs. I think Paul might have beat this one. Oh, it's very scratched actually. Paul, what do you do with your watches? Jesus. Man alive, I know I don't take care of mine, but bloody hell, apparently I baby mine compared to you, my man. You have sort of beat this up a bit. Might have to try brushing that case because it's quite scuffed up. At least the bezel and everything is okay and the crown is fine. Case back looks okay. But basically what I want to do is I want to remove the dial and swap it out for a dial that I already have, reinsert the hands and make myself something a bit different. I'm also going to take the strap off, obviously, as we've mentioned, because I hate that. But I think this is a pretty nice watch if you ignore the scuffs that Paul seems to have included with the watch. So yeah, I did a little bit of a swap with him. So I did trade with him this little Steeldive. So he's actually gotten a much better strap and a very nice dial. I will say the Steeldive Submariner Homage, you've already seen me unbox this a week or two ago. It's pretty damn good, especially for the price I got it at. I got it at like 30 quid. So can't complain at all. He's also getting a way upgraded strap because this silicone strap is much nicer than this plastic cheap crap. So a quick rundown on the specs of it. Of course, it's got an NH35 in the case. So it's an NH35, not an NH38. You've got your unguarded crown, screw down crown, 200 meters of water resistance, claimed water resistance. I'm expecting this is a loomed ceramic bezel insert with a serious amount of lume on the dial as well. Nice easy winding motion. I'm going to pull this out to see if it has a date function. Yes, it does. It has a ghost date underneath. Pull it out again. Second hand stops. Allows you to wind it forward. Do whatever you need to do with it. So, just going to wind it for a bit there. Get that in play. Crown will screw down again quite nicely. So the first thing I'm going to do anyway is I'm going to take the strap off this, swap it for something else. I'm not going to tell you what color the dial is, or will I actually? You know what, I will. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get the dial and I'll show you guys what I plan on doing with this. Maybe you'll think it's horrendous, maybe you'll think it's amazing, but I'll show you what I'm planning on doing. 1 second. So after ripping apart my home office, I did finally find a strap that fits this one. It's a 22mm lug width. Thought it was 20 for some reason, so I was trying a couple of straps, they weren't working. But more importantly, what I did manage to find was, and I'm just going to open this carefully and show you the dial that I plan on putting in. So I'm just going to be very careful and just touch the edges of this rather than touching the face. the dial because I don't want to have to wipe it off afterwards. But I plan on putting that in there, sort of sitting that in on top. If I can just seat that on the glass so you can see it, giving you an idea of what it'll look like. And I think that's going to be pretty damn cool. Again, I'll probably put a purple strap on as well. A purple strap onto the watch, I should say, before anyone makes any funny comments. But yeah, there you go. That's what the finished one will hopefully look like with Submariner hands, not Submariner hands, the snowflake hands, I should say, attached. Now, I am a sucker for snowflake hands, which is ironic because I did look at the Tudor Pelagos before I bought my Omega Seamaster seen here on a Watch Gecko Milanese, and it's looking pretty damn sweet. It does feel almost like heresy holding an Homage when I'm wearing this, but it is sort of part of the, well, I was going to say part of the job, but it's part of the hobby. I don't think I could ever call this a job, really. This is a very well-spec'd watch, though. You get your usual insane lume probably on the ceramic bezel insert and the dial and hands. Every Steeldive or Addies I've had has been insanely good for lume. You've also got a ceramic bezel insert. I'm going to guess it's 120 click. Yeah, one. Not the most satisfying clicks in the world, if I'm honest. The bezel motion on Steeldives can be a bit hit and miss. But it is 120 click, and it does line up, even if there's a little bit of back play on that one. Is that dial slightly tilted? No, it's just an optical illusion. Okay, so you've got your snowflake hands, you've got your NH35 inside, you've got your ceramic bezel inserts, stainless steel all throughout, and nicely pre-worn as from Paul. You've got your screw down case back, which has all the specs on NH35 dive, 200 meters by Steeldive. What does that say? All stainless steel automatic. This is also fairly scratched up. I don't know what Paul does be doing with his days, because he's been beating this one like the government mule, but it does seem to be fairly scuffed. So I'm going to take, as part of my mod project, I'm actually going to take some sandpaper to this and scuff it up even more, give it a brushed finish, especially on the sides. I might leave up here, which seems to be a little bit scuffed up, but not as much, and it'll bother me a bit less anyway. As I say, swap out the strap, swap out the dial, potentially swap out the hands depending on whether or not I think the lume is good enough. I've got some Raffles time hands, but the lume on Steeldives is normally pretty good, so I might just keep the stock hands. So let me know what you think, guys. Did I do well to swap, or should I have kept the Submariner Homage? Let me know your thoughts down below. Guys, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to hit subscribe, like and comment on the video, of course. I have been your host, DK. This has been the Watch Star Watch Views, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.